Hey everybody, welcome back to HitPoint, the JRPG news show, anime news show, a niche news show, a show where Baku and I get to talk about anything and everything that catches our interest and or ire. We stream live kind of almost every single Sunday at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern time, except for today because we missed Sunday, so I don't get to say that this time. We'll be previewing a few trailers, talking about some leaks and salacious headlines and all kinds of fun stuff today. We'll be also previewing some trailers and responding to some super chats, talking about industry news and all the fun stuff. We'll be responding to any super chats we receive at the end of the show. So, Mr. Baku-san, how are you doing today?
Oh boy, a lot better now. I was sick most of the week last week, and then Friday I had my graduation, which then led to some unfortunate events, and then canceling the show on Sunday. And I wanted to wait until now to really share what happened.
I have no idea what happened.
What led up to all of this insanity. So as you all know, I had graduated with my PhD in waifu study.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for joining us again today, Daku-san JRPG.
Daku-san, yes. So I had the graduation on Friday. It's actually a school celebration. It's one of those things where like just your department, and then they actually call you up, you walk up, and you get your little not really a diploma thing from the dean, and then on Sunday it's supposed to be like the actual commencement where like the entire school, all the undergrads, all the masters, all the PhDs, they all come from every field. It's this whole grand thing. So it's Friday, right? Friday afternoon, and we had just finished the celebration. My mother, my sister, my nephews were there. And within 10 seconds of stepping outside, 10 to 15 seconds or so, very quickly, it kind of went from like a little bit of light drizzle that you can kind of like barely feel on like your skin to like tropical storm raining sideways in 15 seconds. You've never seen a storm come this quickly.
Just a monsoon, huh?
Yeah, it was just like, oh, there's a little bit of drizzle, no big deal, and there's, and then like imagine Leviathan from Final Fantasy, the summer, just come and just with the rain,
just a little image flip here, and then all of a sudden,
and everybody who were there for, their loved ones who graduated, all the families, they're all standing outside, and they all went from like, hey, honey, we're over here, to like, it was...
Somebody,
in retrospect, is funny as heck, but...
somebody really didn't want to take photos that day and got their wish so granted.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. So we didn't get to take any photos. Well, we did take some fun ones, like inside the building where we ran away from the rain and we were drenched, but then we took some pictures anyways because it's the only day we can do it. But they weren't like the picture perfect graduation photos with the family that I was kind of hoping for, which is a little unfortunate. So I was hoping that we can go on Sunday for the commencement and do it again, and then celebrate with the family afterwards. But that didn't happen because my sister got sick from getting poured on. So that unfortunately didn't happen. Yeah, so I had set the day to not do HitPoint because we were going to go to the commencement. I was originally not going to go to the commencement on Sunday, but then I planned to go, and then it didn't happen because my sister got sick. But something else interesting happened. Saturday I was helping a friend move from their temporary home to like their new place that they had bought, like newly constructed and everything, which is fantastic. that afternoon, another friend reached out to me. It's like, hey, you know that friend from Japan that we know who moved to France? Well, she wants to know if you want to have dinner today. I'm like, what? Slow down. Like you skipped like 30 steps. Like
Yeah.
what's going on? Like,
Well,
what?
the thing is, you have to go out to France, and yeah.
Yeah, we're flying to France now. You gotta get to the airport right now. Don't pack. Let's go. No, apparently they had came to the States to visit her and her husband.
Yeah.
So I end up having dinner with them, and then I end up having dinner with them again on Sunday because they're flying out basically Monday. So I was like, you know what? It's not all
Not a total
terrible,
loss. Yeah.
but that also meant that I didn't get to see you all on Sunday, and for that I apologize because I was the one who initiated the like, hey, let's
How
not do Sunday.
dare you?
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. But one thing led to another. But it would have been canceled anyways, basically, because I really want to see my friend I haven't seen in a while.
Well, I'm glad that it worked out and that you were able to get some unique and memorable photos of your graduation. If maybe not the picturesque thing you were aiming for, that's
Yeah,
almost
it's
almost a little better. You got a story to go with it.
Oh, it's this is why I love Derek. He's just got that like positive spin on everything for me. I was telling him sob stories like, well, here's the silver lining, and all of a sudden I don't feel so bad.
Yeah.
All right, sir. Well, that's my weekend, or that's my week rather. How's your weekend, man? What'd you do?
Oh, I didn't do nothing, man. It was awesome.
What?
Yeah.
Like, sometimes that's for the best. Like you
dude,
just vegged out and
I mean, I've been working on like some side projects of my own, but nothing like worth talking about. Like just stupid stuff. Cleaned up my basement. My 90s room is looking good again, you know. Kind of let it go into some disrepair, but you know, just I mean, some of that may have been because of some, you know, various storms coming through, and I'm like, if I'm going to be spending time in the basement, I want to be comfortable. So, I mean, I can't pretend that I'm like, you know, doing anything exciting or fun but I'm just doing some me stuff right now, and that's been kind of nice. Yeah.
yeah. Well, a little weathering makes the room looks even more 90s. So
Weathering.
weathering.
I think I need to give you a dad joke bell or something. Ding.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, there you go. How you feel about that? All right.
You know, it's because I graduated. Now I get to do this.
This is true. You've graduated to puns, and I couldn't be happier.
Well, that was one of the required electives for wifey studies, unfortunately. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you hit PhD level, you have to know how to do puns.
I
That's
mean,
a requirement.
That is kind of how it goes. So let's shift gears a little bit here and talk about some RPG stuff, huh?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's talk about some upcoming release.
Yes. So, yeah, we have an upcoming release to talk about today because we missed last week, but that's all right. And I wanted to really talk about this one because it appears to be doing really well so far. Sea of Stars, Throes of the Watchmaker has released their free DLC expansion. Now this is separate from their free DLC, or not DLC, but just a free update that they had released to like overhaul the difficulty levels and like the introduction sequence. This is different. This is Throes of the Watchmaker. It is a story expansion, and I'm kind of wanting to check it out, but maybe I'll hold off until I maybe played something like Expedition 33 or maybe finished my playthrough of Trails or something. I don't know. But we have a trailer and I'm going to watch it right now, and I think that means you guys are also. So let's check it out together.
Let's do it.
You dare enter?
Wow. Who did their animation? That's really good.
Oh, there we go.
Your powers will not work here. How
Got the
about
whole
I
some
don't know who
clown
did that
circus
animation.
thing going on there.
But the voice acting is nice. There's voice acting in it?
This game has voice acting?
But there's no
It didn't before.
this ride.
Maybe it's just for the trailer.
Yeah, I think it's the trailer.
But it is... That is...
Cool.
Oh, God.
You got?
This game makes me want to play it all over again.
Let's do it. Oh, that's the train section. Can you suplex the train?
Oh, you'd better. Oh man,
Better
the
let
music.
us suplex the train.
Oh,
Darker traits consume you.
God, I love this song. It's a remix of an earlier song. What? The new character?
Yeah. They said that there was going to be.
Oh, they did say that, didn't they?
Yeah.
I am the master of this realm.
Oh, yes. Wheels.
Holds many surprises. But beware, unlike
That looks like multiple new characters.
will surely be standing.
Maybe. I could be mistaken. I don't know.
Well, that's
Golly.
definitely. Oh,
Dude.
How is this free?
I don't
What?
know.
How is this free?
That's a
You're
good
lying.
question.
This can't be free.
And
Are
it's
you
also,
sure?
yes, it is
Oh,
a
it said
free
free.
DLC, and it has also come to Xbox Game Pass along with the rest of the game. So if you just happen to never pay for it and just played it on Xbox because you had Game Pass, well, you can keep
That
on
is-
playing it without any additional fundage. So,
Yes.
but you might just want to because it's such a good game, guys. I like
That
it.
is such a high bar for other developers to catch. It's a lot of content. It's a whole expansion with new characters and new stories and new everything, and it's free. And it's a
Yeah.
great game. It's not like some game like expansion.
Well, it depends on who you ask. It seems like
yeah.
there are some people who just really have a hate boner for the game, but I really love it.
Well,
But you know, I'm
more
a
for
shill,
us to
so
love-
take my opinion with a grain of salt.
more for us to love and less for them to enjoy. And
That is
okay
true.
by me.
That is true. But we have another game that is actually still yet on the horizon. I'm taking 2 for 1 here because I'm taking 2 for 1 because I had to, I had to. The second one here, Onimusha 2. Samurai's Destiny is coming out here on the 23rd. It's coming to PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, the Nintendo Switch, and PC via Steam as well. So let's just take a look at that also while we're at it.
Yeah, that remaster. I'm still surprised that they're releasing the remaster.
I know. I think it's still kind of funny that you didn't know that they already remastered the first one.
I really didn't.
Well, I mean, it's because they did it like 4 years ago, though, I think.
I just don't really follow Onimusha, I'll be honest.
It's
Unless
good.
it's a new game.
Have you not
because
played
then
it?
It's like it's a big deal. Huh?
Have you ever played it before?
Oh, I just didn't care.
Yeah, but have you ever played it?
Well, I played the first one, yeah. I think I played
Oh.
the first one and then the third one for some reason. Like, I
Oh,
don't
the
know
third one was
why.
actually pretty cool.
No, I skipped the third one. Was the third one's the guy with the French guy, right? Is that the third
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
third.
I don't
Because
know why. I
because it's in the modern era. Well, it used to take place in a modern era, but now it takes place 20 years ago.
bizarre. Wait, why are they in weird outfits?
Why not? What's your problem, bud? You got a problem with weird outfits?
In the Edo era? It's just-
This is a historically accurate JRPG. It's not even JRPG. Historically accurate action adventure title.
yeah.
See, this is how lax our how much we cared about how accurate samurai games were back in the PlayStation 2 era, and we had better games because we didn't care.
yeah. Now
Oh,
it's
man.
like, oh, they're women samurais. Oh, this guy is not Japanese. Ah,
There's too
riot,
many X chromosomes in this game.
Riot.
All right. So, anyways, Onimusha 2 Samurai's Destiny, with as many chromosomes as you want. It's coming out on PS4, the Xbox One, Switch, and PC via Steam. Oh man, let's shift gears
Oh,
and talk
man.
about some new games that are coming out.
Yes,
though, because
let's talk about some new game. This one is going to be very short.
Okay.
From publisher DMM Games and developer 2Kyo Games. If 2Kyo sounds familiar to you, it's because they're the
it's named
one
after
who-
Tokyo.
that is actually that's actually true. Yes, but you know what else it means?
It means two and then kyo.
You're
I
not
was gonna
wrong.
say it sounds like 9, but it's not because that's Q, right?
Q, yeah, it's
Yeah, yeah.
it's a little
Kyo.
off. Actually, kyo is it also means vicious, so it's like two vicious,
Oh,
two
it's
vicious game.
it's
Yeah.
kinda like saying
it's a double
two-
meaning
like too legit to
Yes.
quit.
to quit. Yeah,
Yeah.
The sickest, the illest, to
Yep.
kill. Yeah. But if this company sounds familiar, it's because they recently released, and we talked about this, the 100 line.
Yes.
Yeah, which is a pretty successful. Maybe not as successful as say, you know, like exhibition like 33, but certainly nothing to
And if-
you know, scoff at.
And if you don't remember, guys, this is the people that was led by the Danganronpa staff, creator
right.
Katsutaka Kadoka.
Katsutaka Kotaka. Yeah.
Kodaka.
So actually, they will also be leading this new title.
New title?
Yes, it's a new title called SHUTEN Order. I have to be.
Can you
very
say that?
careful how I
Do you need to like
SHUTEN Order?
Gotcha.
Let's pronounce it.
Shiten order? Gotcha.
10 order. Yes. Okay, let's take a look. It's just a quick teaser trailer. There's not a whole lot to see, but I think for all the Danganronpa fans out there, they are certainly ecstatic to see yet another new project come out.
All right, let's check out that trailer and see what there is.
10.
Because you know, my finger is on the censor button. Should the need arise? But the good news is, I mean, last time we were talking about how they were not doing so hot financially, still in some debt,
Yeah.
and
Well, that just means that a new publisher swooped in to be like, here's some money, make us a game.
apparently, so that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
hey,
like it
more
when
work.
developers give money or publishers give money.
Yes. I will remind everyone to remember that it's all about the operating capitals. Operating capital is what we worry about. If even if the game does phenomenal 2 years from now and sells us, you know, off the chart, if they don't have money today to pay their staff, then they don't have the money to pay the staff today.
That's the
It doesn't
tragedy
matter.
of
Yeah.
that's the tragedy of cult classics. Cult classics is another way of saying that, you know, people didn't get the recognition they deserved when it mattered. So
That's why they care about pre-orders so much sometimes, because pre-order pays the staff today. Sales later doesn't, you know. It is what it is. So this is the new game. Not much is known about this new game at the moment. It is currently being developed for Switch and PC via Steam. So yeah, Danganronpa fans rejoice. And you know what's interesting is that they had another game that came out a couple months ago. I think it was like February. I forgot what the game is called because it's a mobile game and I just can't bring myself to care. And it was also developed by 2Ko and had like a different publisher. And that actually, they had just announced that game is actually shutting down server. So I was like, ugh.
Oh. Well, that didn't take very long.
Oh, it did not.
Ouch. That's
Like, I'm
that's
not
too bad.
happy about it. At the same time, I'm like, just stop. Just don't. Oh, Tribe
Yeah.
9. The game was called Tribe 9. Tribe 9 is a extreme action RPG. It's free to play. It is going to shut
Okay.
down server in November 27th.
It sounded kind of familiar, Tribe 9, but it sounds so generic.
Anyway.
So, maybe I wonder, does shiten actually mean anything in Japanese, or is it just a made up word for
10.
shuten? Yeah.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but
Okay.
probably.
Okay, maybe.
Probably.
I'm just trying to maybe glean some insight into what it could possibly be. Well, That's all right. While we meddle on that, we have another game here that was announced from Devolver Digital Happiness. They've just Devolver Digital Happiness. Did they change their name? It used to just be Devolver Digital, didn't it? Anyways,
no. Sorry, Developer Digital.
Oh. Yep. Thank you for catching that. So it's not from Devolver Digital. That's something different. Developer, Digital Happiness,
There you go.
have just announced the sequel to their third venture horror. You son of a bitch. Their third-person horror adventure game, and it's called DreadOut 3.
Yes.
Now, this game is inspired by an Indonesian urban legend that follows Linda's journey as she travels between the living and the world of the unseen.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is, but let's find out together. Yay!
So this is
I like it already.
Bit of a cult classic, like you said, cult classic horror adventure game, and they're coming out with a new title, which is pretty cool. I think, despite Derek not. Oh, what am I kidding? Derek loves horror games. I'm sure you've played this before.
Yeah. Now, it should also be noted that I think that the thumbnail had somebody in their underpants. So somebody should probably look away from the screen if they are under the age of 12.
Yes. Or look anyways and giggle. Just, oh, no,
I mean, that's what we do.
Yeah, this is supposed to be a horror game.
Somebody, I think they're trying to, I think I've seen this. I think they're trying to do an alchemist thing.
Summon the chimera.
Oh, they're trying to fuse a little girl and a dog, I think. She's thirsty.
Oh, no, don't drink that. Don't do it.
Well, you done messed up. AA, you're on.
I think that is the main character.
Her name is Aaron, in fact.
Aaron, that's correct.
Yeah.
Linda's her last name.
Exactly.
Aaron Linda. Little, oh, what is that on the right?
Yeah, saw that.
Oh.
You know what? I'm
Oh,
thinking
those
that
teeth.
they should probably get a little more sun. It seems like they were looking a little pale there.
It is the war of the unseen, not seeing the sun and not touching grass. DreadOut.
Finally,
I've actually
an antagonist I can identify with.
I've actually never played DreadOut before. I want to.
Definitely. Wait, it said definitely after GTA 6. Did you see that?
Yes.
Nice. That's nice.
They have a sense of humor. I mean, you gotta give it to them.
No, honesty. Sense of honesty. Slated for sometime after 2026 release for PC via Steam. Additionally, DreadOut Remastered Collection is now available on the PC via Steam as well. This collection contains 2 games, including, you guessed it, DreadOut 1 and DreadOut Keepers of the Dark. So sorry, you guys
Which
missed
is
that
actually
one.
not DreadOut 2. I had to look that up.
It's not.
I was like,
Yeah.
is that DreadOut 2? It's like, no, actually, there's a separate DreadOut 2. That's like a 1.5 situation.
Gotta love the old fake out. Yep.
Yeah,
So
they do that back then. They didn't call that 2.
oh no, I meant
that's
about
like
the titles, the old switcheroo.
Yeah. No, I'm saying they used to do that back then more often, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Code Veronica. It's like, wait, you mean this is not Resident Evil?
No,
4?
no,
Like,
no.
It's like, no.
It's
Code Veronica.
it's like
Okay.
yeah, it's like First Blood, and then Rambo, First Blood Part 2, and then John Rambo.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, anyways, I think I
they
think you
name
got this
things-
next one.
Yes. The next game we've got is back to RPGs. Finally, yo.
Aw.
Developer Alicesoft and publisher Kakura Games announced that they will be bringing the remastered version of their 2001, you heard it right, 2001, dungeon crawling visual novel to PC via Steam. And the game is called Yoru Square of the Moon Remastered. And for the first time, this game will be available in English and the wider audience of the world. It's one of those it's one of those we just released it in Japan, no big deal kind of game, but
I mean,
let's take a look.
Yeah, let's check it.
This is definitely a Japanese indie game from 2000, and it shows.
Yeah, okay, this is the one. Okay, I just want to make sure. Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
Kagura Games. Oh, I'm getting some like city pop vibes already, like City Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I kind of like it already.
It's the 2000s, man.
It feels a little
flying back 20 years.
It feels a little older than that. Okay, the CGI kind of shows it, but it's like, oh yeah, this feels like a 1980s anime already, though. Like it might have been made in the aughts, but this was definitely a throwback even then.
Oh, look at that! Look at that art.
Oh, look at those PNG files. Look at them eyes.
Look at them eyes, man.
Oh, yep. Look at them pointy chins and those big eyes. That's. There's something super chuny about that. I think that's the word, right? Chuny? Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty chuny.
But also,
I'd say
it's a throwback. It feels 90s, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it came out in 2001, so yeah.
So it was 90s, I guess.
Yeah, they were working on the 90s, you know?
They hadn't quite switched over to a fully digital-only workflow.
The millennium didn't really happen yet.
I kind of like it, though. I mean, of course, it's just a, animu so far.
It's supposed to show some gameplay. I don't know what happened. Like, there's got to be gameplay, because I saw gameplay.
I'll keep an eye out for the gameplay, but so far, I'm just, oh my god, we are going to get so copy striked for this.
Did I give you the wrong video?
You might have. That's okay. I mean, how much time is left on the trip? No gameplay.
I could have sworn I gave you.
Can I get F's in the chat for Baku?
I could have sworn I gave you the one with the gameplay.
No, but for real, I kind of feel a little hyped for that. Like, dude, I would probably watch that. I would probably watch that anime. But it's not an anime. It's a visual novel dungeon crawler. So I don't know. Depends. How much horror?
What happened to the gameplay?
Does it say gameplay trailer? It's a visual novel. Checkmate. There is no gameplay.
Oh, no, there's definitely a dungeon crawler aspect to it. I saw the dungeon crawler aspect of the game. When did I see that?
You know what? This game was released in 2001. I bet that there's somebody got a let's play of it, a long play of the original version,
like 10 years ago, like in 2015.
14 or 144p. Just absolute garbage compression on it. No.
Yeah. Right. So that game is coming out in May 31st, which is just the end of the month on Steam. So if you guys want some 2001 dungeon crawling goodness and 2000s, early 2000s, late 90s kind of anime visual novel.
You know what? If you need a gameplay trailer to decide to buy this game, you don't deserve the chuny that this game has to offer. Okay, I'll tell you that much. If that trailer doesn't sell you,
tell him, Derek. You tell him that trailer should have sold you.
Oh man. Okay. Well, so I think did I interrupt you? Did you get everything out? Just
No, I got everything out.
okay. All right.
Yes.
So then, in that case,
Ooh.
it's time to say this. You know, I let it not be said that I will not allow human anatomy to be the butt of a joke. Okay.
But
Stellar Blade Complete Edition has now been leaked. We don't normally talk about leaks, or ports for that matter, but this one is kind of interesting because Stellar Blade will be launching on PC via Steam and the Epic Games Store this summer, and the publisher is Sony. Yeah, so they kind of spilled the beans here on this one inadvertently, but the complete edition of the game will include the Nier Automata and the Goddess of Victory Nikki DLCs, AI upscaling, Nike. Is it Nike? Nikke?
Yeah.
That's
I think so.
Nikke.
Like the Goddess of Victory in like what, Roman?
Is that right? I don't know. Anyways, so AI upscaling, which by the way I think is thematically on point, Japanese and Chinese voiceovers, a new boss battle, new costumes, higher resolution environmental textures, and if you bought the PS5 version, no worries, because these upgrades will be available to you as well on launch date. That's right, guys. The assets have never been bigger. We also have a trailer for it, I guess.
In your PS5 for all those assets.
Yeah, you're gonna. let's take a look at this trailer. No, that didn't play.
This one should have. This one should have gameplay in it.
I know it just wasn't. There we go. Oh my goodness.
Oh, this is the game that I really want to play. Because a lot
have
of
you
people
not played it? I thought
this-
I thought you were like playing this day one.
No. A lot
You
of people
didn't?
compared it to Nier Automata, so I'm like, well, I love Nier Automata, so let's see how this one stacks up.
That's why I assumed that you would have done so already. But I guess that maybe that's not the case.
There, assumption mixing
Do you have good news?
out of you and me.
Yeah. In the words of of Samuel L. Jackson, you know what happens when you make an
Samuel L.
assumption?
Jackson.
You make an ass out of you and umption. Look at that. It's got that slowdown thing.
It's definitely got a lot of
Those
Nier
physics,
Automata
man.
inspiration.
hair physics?
Oh, it has physics. I mean, it has fishing.
Oh, it
Yeah,
has
that's
fishing? Oh, it is a...
Yeah.
Well, I'd call it a JRPG, but it was made in Korea, was it?
Nope, gonna call it JRPG anyways, just to piss everyone off. It's a JRPG now, it has fishing. I don't know what to tell you, man. I didn't make the rules.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Can you just change... Oh, wow. That's pretty neat.
Apparently, you get 25 more outfits in this game.
So,
As if she didn't have enough outfits before. Let's give
so
her
much
25
assets.
more.
such wow. I mean, you... What do you want me to
change
do?
your clothes every battle, or else you're playing this
They're
wrong.
gonna...
It has so many outfits. She has so many outfits. Everybody else, all the NPCs just wearing the same clothes all the time, except for her. She's just constantly changing clothes. And she's looking at everyone. It's like, why don't you guys ever change your clothes? Actually, she's the normal one. She's the normal one.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's pretty cool. It's coming out on the 11th of June.
Yes.
Coming out on PC via Epic's Game Store and Steam.
Yes.
On a related note, Shift Up, the company behind Stellar Blade, has confirmed. Oh yeah, they're the company behind Stellar Blade. They've confirmed, though, that their latest financial report through their latest financial support, that the sequel to Stellar Blade is actually in the works, and it may come as soon as next year.
Which is crazy because this game just came out and just kind of like blew everyone up, and then and then all of a sudden there's a new one, like potentially
Yeah.
next year.
I mean, it's
wild.
I mean, that's a pretty incredible turnaround.
Yes, Square Enix. Um, but
Thank you.
Derek
Now, they
is in a
also
row.
confirmed
Derek's in a
that
row.
there's an upcoming project called Project Witches that is now slated for sometime before 2027.
That's right. Yeah. So they had these like little bar graphs where it's like, okay, we're gonna release this, and we release this, and we release this, kind of
Like
like
a timeline.
milestone kind of thing.
Yeah.
So the last milestone that they hit was releasing Stellar Blade, and then the next milestone was just says sequel on it, and then the next milestone says Project Witches, and then the next thing next to that it just says 2027. So it was they're basically saying like this is our milestone from 2024 to 2027. We released Stellar Blade, and then sometime before 2027, we're going to release the sequel and release something called Project Witches. So, very interested to see, what Shift Up's got up their sleeves, man. Because boy, they're just killing it.
But she's not wearing any sleeves.
Well, you got to see her like 90 outfits. Have you gone through all 90 of them? Are you sure she doesn't wear any sleeves on?
You know what?
any of the outfits?
I have not. I have not. Sorry. All right. On that note, let's switch gears to something entirely different. Did you want to kick this one off here, man?
Yeah. Do you want to click on? You want to display the link that I shared with you?
Yeah. Let me pull that up here for us.
Yeah. This is interesting. We haven't had an animate news in a long time, but here we are in 2025, and we've got yourself an anime news. But not for any particular anime shows. This actually is in reference to Anime Expo, as they are caught using AI generated image to promote their event.
What?
And the internet is not liking this. Scroll down a bit.
How
Scroll down a little bit.
fucking dare they? Okay.
How dare they? Here, click on that. image.
Ouch!
Click,
Oh,
click,
that.
ooh, click on it. Click on it. Click on it.
Click
so
on it?
everyone can see it. Oh yeah, and it just really enhanced that photo there.
I can't make that any larger, but
Copy picture URL.
oh, here we go.
Yep.
There we go. Okay.
Oh, dude, look at that hand. Look at that.
It looks like it broke.
Look at that painful. All those speakers.
I think he actually looks like he's screaming in pain because he just broke his pinky.
I hurt my hand doing voice acting.
I mean,
Look at the picture in the back.
the
one on the left. Look at her eyes.
on the left. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So yes, it's obvious. And
Well,
and
that's clearly hand drawn, though. I mean, you can't fault the artist for. I mean, obviously it is definitely AI. But right there. Yeah, that's
yeah.
not
People
not
are-
entirely surprising, though. I mean, if I'm being
Livid.
honest,
People
it seems.
live it with them.
Yeah, I'm sure that they are, but
Yeah. Well,
I mean, is it worse than paying somebody $5 on Fiverr to do it?
Yes, because at least someone made $5.
Yeah, but here's the other thing: if that person made $5 making it, are they?
Well, here's the thing.
Okay.
A lot of people, so specifically on Fiverr, a lot of people on Fiverr are like in, let's just say a country that's not as well off. So $5.
Okay,
goes,
so that
you know,
could actually
a long
make a
way.
big difference
Yeah.
for them. Okay.
Yeah. But now you're even depriving that possibility. And look, a lot of people would have gladly done it either pro bono
Oh, yeah.
because it's for like Anime Expo. It's Anime
That's
Expo,
true.
by the way, for the uninitiated, is the largest anime convention in possibly the world because it's the largest
Okay.
in the States.
That makes a difference because I
Yeah.
did not know that.
Oh no, this is not like a tiny like local community convention and they just don't have the budget. No, this is the OG really big convention in California, probably one of the biggest in the world. It is the absolute biggest in
Okay.
the United States. They
Because I was
can
gonna
afford
say,
an
like,
artist.
I was gonna say, like, I mean, just to pull out the name of some random con, like Sakura Con, for instance, like a smaller local con or something. I'd be like, whatever. But okay, this
is why
scale
people
makes a
live it.
difference. It
Oh,
does make a
yeah.
difference.
Oh yeah, we're talking about like maybe 200,000 attendees kind of deal. Like two
Yeah.
tickets would pay for a picture easy, if even
Oh,
that,
probably.
because the ticket prices keeps going up. Yeah, and so people live it for a very simple reason. This anime expo celebrates the anime industry, and guess what? The industry has been fighting recently.
Yeah, that's a bad look.
AI, like all the
So
artists,
the question,
all the animators, all the
thing
voice
is,
actors.
to reel it back in just a moment though, is this like somebody just being stupid, some intern who's like, I have to make a post.
Who
They haven't got me the
knows?
assets. I'm gonna just go on to OpenAI's website, make a Ghibli style thing, and then I'll call it good.
Well, the
Or
fact that they
is it really
haven't-
more of a systemic issue? Like it's
Well, the fact that they haven't apologized for it or addressed it or say anything about it or corrected in any manner should tell you something.
Well,
And
it tells
this
me
is,
that-
like pretty big
I mean, that's
news.
what I
Like,
would do
Yeah.
based solely on the fact that the internet does not give forgiveness when you apologize. It's best. I mean, it sounds bad, but it's true. Like when has anybody ever been forgiven when they've apologized on the internet? It feels like no. Like sometimes there's like my bad,
It really depends.
but half the time, unless you like really stick the landing, people are just like mad that you didn't stick to your guns or whatever. And
yeah,
I don't know. The
I don't
internet's
know.
tricky and it's complicated.
This is,
So I kind of understand, but also, it's a bad look. So
Well, see, they could have, I mean, not literally thrown an intern under the bus, but they could have at least pretended to throw someone under the bus and just be like, yeah, we had an intern that did this. And then, yeah, sorry, we've corrected the situation. False alarm, we support, da da da. It's a good opportunity for them to say, hey, we support, real artists, da da da. That made this industry possible and made this convention possible. This whole culture is based on artists, and their contribution.
Once a rage machine has hit a certain capacity, though, there's no coming back from it. And the best thing you can do is just try to bury it.
Yeah, I don't think that they're gonna be able to bury this one anytime soon.
Probably
because
not.
Of how relevant it is. Like, if it's like a tiny little AI image on like something that's not very related to the industry at all, and someone just called it, and a couple of people are mad that you use AI, yes, whatever. It's a nothing, it's a nothing story. This is different. This is the Anime Expo, the largest anime convention that with all the people in the entire industry fighting out this AI situation. It's very relevant.
It's definitely a bad look. I just don't see a winning move, and sometimes, to borrow a quote from War Games, sometimes the only winning move is not to play.
Boy,
I mean, especially, I don't know. And personally speaking, and I'm not endorsing, just AI, all the things, of course not. But what is this happens? Just say, for instance, you were the person in charge of this. Something happened. This happened under your watch. What do you do? Like,
I mean, I'd own up to it. I'd be like, hey, that was a mistake. We're going to fix it, and then we'll give you a new announcement. It's that simple.
Yeah.
It will take 3 days to, the
At a
expo
certain
is not
point-
for a while, by the way. It's not like it's next week. Like, they have time.
Yeah.
Like, they can fix this, So you catch it
hopefully,
right
hopefully
away.
they will. Hopefully,
Yeah.
I just don't know if I don't know. It just feels
I
to
don't
me
know.
like, from a certain perspective, I've seen people get run through the coals for making an offhanded comment that maybe poked some fun at Persona, like, and have left a platform over it. So I'm just like, you know what? Just
I've gone on record saying that I didn't
think-
particularly like P3, but before I get canceled, okay, Reload kind of redeemed it for me, so I like it now.
Oh yeah,
But when
it
I
has
played,
problems, but
portable.
I don't think anybody really denies that Persona 3 has any problems.
Oh,
It's just
surprised.
some of the criticisms. Oh yeah, well there
Yeah.
there are some people.
You know what? Here's the thing. Like people who watch our show, us too. Anyone who's here right now. We're part of the population that are sensible, and we can actually discuss intellectually whether something is good or bad, the merit and demerit. Not necessarily the greater internet.
That's what I was kind of getting at. Like
Yeah.
your idea, like, we made a problem. Here's how we're gonna fix it. My bad. That would make total sense for the majority of sensible people. But things like this don't blow the hell up when you're dealing with sensible people. I mean, it's fine to be mad about it and be like, well, that's stupid. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
That was a bad move. Don't do that.
Yeah,
But
I don't know what is
only
worse.
at a certain point, you just get this, rage gets its own gravity that just attracts more rage, and any sort of attention you provide to it will just fuel that fire. So that's
so I
kind
don't
of my
know what's-
perspective as someone who's been on the internet. Not
too
to
long.
brag, but I've been on the internet for a while.
No, here's the thing. I don't know what's worse, right? Because let's say you have a group of people who are more sensible, and then a group of people who are not as sensible. And those people who are not as sensible, they'll be mad no matter what you do, kind of like you said. But
Yeah.
then there are the sensible crowd who would have accepted the apology if you've just corrected yourself. Now you won't do that. Now even those people are like, oh, okay, so you're just gonna live with this one then, right? Like you are not apologetic at all. Like this is your stance. Like you've made your choice. This is not a mistake. We've intended this. So now you're pissed off the other part of the internet too, who would have forgiven you otherwise. See, that's what I point, right? Because we don't
Yeah.
forgive. Like we forgive, we don't forget, right? But now we're doing neither. So I don't know, man. But like you said, I don't know what's the right play for them. But right now, it's not going good.
When did they post that, by the way?
2 days ago, maybe a day.
Couple
or
days ago?
It's pretty recent. Yeah.
Okay.
But they
So it happened-
definitely had
so it
time
happened-
to take it down.
Probably okay. Yeah, they've had enough time to do something with it. I mean, would it be better or worse to just delete it and then never acknowledge it? Like, would that make it worse? Probably. Or maybe not. Like, I'm trying to think of like what would be the correct. Not like what's the morally right thing to do. I don't think that there is a morally right thing to do.
What's the more
on
pragmatic thing
Twitter?
to do, I guess.
But yeah, like what's from like if I was in charge of PR, this would be an interesting thing to try to mitigate.
Yes, it absolutely is. It's a great test case, use case, test case,
Yeah.
case study.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Well,
think
speaking of,
we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of not learning lessons, or maybe learning lessons, Sony Interactive Entertainment establishes Team LFG. LFG.
Looking for group?
Looking for group. Sony announced they will establish a new studio called Team LFG in is it Belleville,
Bellevue?
Washington,
Bellevue, Washington?
Bellevue.
Oh.
Bellevue, Washington.
Because there's another LFG that I know about, but yeah, looking for group is the MMO.
Well, no,
speak.
it is that group that you're thinking about.
Oh, nice,
It's from
because the other one
Bungie.
was like, let's f***ing go, but
Oh, okay. No, sorry. Wrong
Okay.
LFG.
yeah. Okay, just making sure.
Maybe that's what it actually stands for. Anyways, LFG, according to Sony, stands for Looking for Group, which unsurprisingly is perfect for the studio that will be in charge of developing, and I quote, team-based action games. This is coming from Sony. So, pretty interesting because it seems like they have either felt like they have learned a lesson from Concord, or they really haven't learned their lesson from Concord. I don't know. Like, is this Sony like, hey, we know exactly what happened in Concord. We've learned that. We're going to avoid it this time. when we make this whatever live service game we finally do with this LFG, because it's definitely going to be a live service game, 100%, no doubt. The entire studio is there just to make a live service game of some sort.
I have a prediction.
Okay.
If it is live service games, because they didn't necessarily say that part, right? They said team-based action games, not necessarily live service, but I guess that does kind of go hand in hand today.
Yes.
I was going to say though that my prediction is, if whatever they do blows up, Sony will never touch it again. As soon as they get something successful, they walk away. Because that's what Sony does.
That's how you get them to kill an idea. You let it be successful, and then they will never touch it again.
How do you get them to double down on bad ideas? You let it flop.
I'm surprised they didn't reach out to like Cygame and try to do another live service.
So given that, I do predict that they have learned nothing from Concord, and they're gonna double down and they're gonna make another Concord. Meanwhile, Legend of Dragoons over here just bones under the water.
Shambles, man.
Skeleton chained to a chair underwater. That's exactly it.
Oh boy. So I'd love to hear what you guys might think. Give us your prediction. What do you think Sony is up to with Studio LFG? My guess is they're not giving up on this live service situation. They really want something to you know what it is, like executives, they've got an ego. It's like they have to, they can't let that go. They have to have some kind of success. They can't just leave it alone and just
what's the alternative? To admit that we just can't make $1 billion off of a $1 million idea? No, I say no to that. You know what happens when I'll tell you what happens when life gives you lemons. You send those lemons back. Do you know who I am?
Where did that come from?
It's from Portal 2, Cave Johnson. Oh, he's got such a great. Have you played Portal 2?
I have not played Portal at all. I've seen people play Portal, but I've never played Portal.
Oh, it's fantastic. Yeah. That whole monologue from Cave Johnson, I'll send it to you later. You'll love it.
Okay. I love all the little one-liners from the game, though. I have seen some of those, and I think they're fantastic. I just never actually played the game. Maybe one of these days I should.
You should. It's fun, and I mean, technically it has a gun, but it's not a first-person shooter. It's a puzzle game.
You see, it's not a JRPG. I don't know about that. I wish they had fishing in there, and I justified playing Portal on stream. I was like, it's fishing. It's JRPG.
I mean, you played Stanley Parable though, and it's basically the same thing.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah. But no, Stanley Parable has no puzzles.
I mean, kind of though.
You just walk around and you just see things.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is in Portal 2. Let's be real. I mean, you just happen to have to use portals to walk around.
All right. The last piece of news that we've got for you all, which is actually a lot of different things. So we're just kind of machine gun this really quickly. The title that I wrote down is lots of events are coming up. That's basically the gist of what I'm about to tell you guys. So let's start with the event that is closest to where we are today. The Indie JRPGs Showcase IndieQuest 2025 is set on May 29th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on YouTube.
That's right.
Now, this is a new showcase that will, and this is from the event sponsor, that will spotlight over 40 exclusive game trailers and a must-see world premiere from a critically acclaimed studio.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Who could that be?
Okay. Yeah. It's kind of funny because it's like, okay, so this is JRPG Indie Showcase, but you also have a critically acclaimed studio. a world premiere.
Yeah, I don't know
feel
if
like
any
the two
critically
things wouldn't like happen.
acclaimed JRPG. I can't think of any.
Yeah,
I just
critically acclaimed studio.
I'm kidding. That could be cool though.
It makes you wonder. It's like, okay, but you can write out like Atlas or Square Enix or
I mean, because they're
whatever,
not
big
indies.
studio. Yeah, because they're not indies. So who could it be? Like I'm excited. I want to find out. It's just look. This is probably here's the other interesting thing that I wanted to bring up too. It's like, look, it used to be that only like the big boys get to showcase their games in like E3 or whatever. Now the indie developers are getting together. It's like, yeah, we'll do our own showcase.
Yeah, indie
We'll
showcase.
organize it.
Well, it's not though. This is being organized by Taylor from the Game Shelf. He's just a dude like me. We hang out. Not hang out, but we talk on Discord and stuff. It's just doing it.
Yes. Well, okay, not to put him down there, but what I mean is
we're indies. Indie content creators making stuff with indie JRPGs. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. No, I think what I mean is not the scale of like the showcase, but the fact that you even have a showcase at all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is
with
really
40
cool.
new exclusive trailers. That's pretty dang sick.
Yeah. And it's not just like, it's not just some dude. Well, okay, you know what it is? It's not just some guy. And I want to just make sure that this is understood with everyone too. It's not just some dude who just like collected a bunch of trailers. Like, well, hey guys, I'm going to show these trailers to you.
They are submitting trailers to him.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
pretty
that
sick.
is awesome. So I would love for this to be an annual thing. Like, let's make an annual thing.
Make it happen.
Make it happen. Yeah, and we'll cover it, and then we'll talk about it. So that is going to be May 29th. For anyone who is interested in watching this, again, May 29th, 7 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. That's probably like the biggest one and the closest one. Up next, soon after that, there's the Future Games Show, Summer Showcase. Speaking of big industry player, this is going to be like the bigger one. As far as like scale is concerned, that's on June 7th. It's 4 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Okay. And it just kind of scales up from there. And now we're having like a actual industry thing, Bit Summit, which I don't know if you remember what Bit Summit is, but it's kind of like a
indie developer thing.
Indie develop, but like big company publisher situation.
Oh no, I don't recall.
So like Shueisha Games or like Aniplex, they have a whole thing called the Bit Summit. And I would expect things from Psy Games there, Shueisha, Indie Creates, Aniplex, and so on and so forth. That's going to be on July 18th through July 20th. So it's like a 3-day convention. Like now we're getting bigger and bigger. Nice. And then we shrink back down. The Digimon Expo 2025 is set for September 20th to September 21st. All these things are just getting announced.
A whole
like
expo for Digimon.
Just for Digimon. Well, last year, one of the year they did the Digimon.
They had like
Expo
3 or 4 things, I feel like, right?
They released they announced Digimon Survive in one of them, I think.
Oh God, that's been ages then.
And then the last one they did, I think they announced something else. But so we'll see what they announced this time. Digimon Story or something? Yeah, I'm not a big Digimon fan. I'm so sorry. I don't want to.
Oh, that's right. Digimon does have that new game though that they recently announced.
RPG, right?
That almost tricked me into caring about it. I remember that. Oh, so close. It's so close. If only they just had Digimon that looked a little less derpy. We're so close. We're so close.
Do you feel like Digimon is better than Pokemon? Let's just say it once involved before we get like the pitchforks out.
Oh, Pokemon looks way better than Digimon.
Yeah, no, Pokemon looks way better.
I mean, anyways, I'll say. Well, I mean, the Mons in particular, the gameplay and the game and the characters within, though. Yeah. I mean, and just the overall quality of the game. Digimon
I
by
give
a
it Digimon,
mile.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not even
absolutely.
close.
But just the character designs.
I hate the character designs in Pokemon. Well, actually, no, I don't hate the design. I hate
They're just so
how they
milquetoast.
get rendered.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
And-
design themselves are fine.
I mean, they would have looked great. Listen. The latest Pokemon would have looked so good on PlayStation 2. Give it to them. Best looking game on PS2, hands down.
Yeah.
PS2 was 20 years ago, guys. It's time to switch up and add some more polygons and
Dare
dude,
I ask for
if you look
acting?
if you look at the trailer, at least the last trailer that I saw for the upcoming Pokemon Legends game, look at the buildings.
AZ, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Look at the buildings, because if you look at it, they're all flat, and the windows are just like PNG files stuck onto the buildings. It's so bad.
And yet it is the most profitable franchise ever.
Yeah.
RPG. They're an RPG.
Oh yeah,
Can't
biggest
even- yeah.
turn-based RPG out there by a
Yeah.
mile. Which is the only reason I still kind of care. I'm like, guys, you're making us look bad.
They made $1 billion off of just the merch.
Yeah, that's the other thing though, is that it's the biggest franchise that happens to be tied to a middling video game series, but like the whole the rest of the franchise is like doing gangbusters, right? But the games themselves, I don't think are the they're not. They might have been one of the reasons they got big back in 1997 or something. Don't quote me on that. But as of right now, they're definitely treated like an afterthought. Anyways, Digimon Expo
is interesting. Yeah.
Digimon Expo
25. Yeah, that's set for September 20th to September 21st. More details will be announced in June 26th. I know I'm just throwing a lot of dates at you guys, but look, you can rewatch this segment for however many times you need to get all the dates.
You know,
and
I will throw this out there. For someone who brags about having survived being on the internet for a while, I should probably learn to keep my mouth shut on the topic of Pokemon.
That's okay. No Pokemon fan ever watches the show anyway. Prove me wrong,
Chased them all
Pokemon
away.
fan. Write something in the comment.
Oh dear.
And Digimon fans, I want you guys duke it out in the comment section. Okay, which is better, Pokemon or Digimon?
No, don't duke it out. You guys have to battle.
Right. One of
Okay.
them faint, one of them dies. I don't know. It's not really fair.
Okay.
Anyways, the last one that we've got here is the sort of like the granddaddy, the big show of every year that I end up spending like 20 hours preparing for the next like show for HitPoint, and that's Tokyo Game Show. Like, I'm getting PTSD from TGS. When I hear TGS, I'm like, I gotta watch like 20 hours of trailers. And I gotta like go through a bunch of things and write this long documents of all these games that are coming out. Well, TGS is coming. They have announced the date. It is September 25th to September 28th. So again, the scale of the shows just keeps growing here.
Yeah.
In lieu of E3, like TGS is kind of like it, like the remaining dominant player in this whole like game show situation.
It's like the last remaining vestige of like
The behemoth shows, you know.
yeah. No more
All
E3.
the company just congregate. Yeah. So expect a whole bunch of news coming out from starting with, again, the indie JRPGs showcase. Let's just talk about this one more time because it is the most recent. It is going to happen in the 29th of May
Yeah.
on 7 p.m. Eastern time.
I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, me too. I've heard our good friends at so-and-so beep studio will have their the latest trailers, and maybe a release date on a certain game.
Hey,
we've been
we don't know
looking
nothing
forward
about
to.
nothing, man. Nobody tells me
about
nothing.
They're sweating bullets like, oh my god, don't say anything, don't say anything. You signed an NDA. No, we didn't sign anything.
Okay, but I will say that I should shift gears here because believe it or not, we are actually nearing the end of today's show.
Yes.
But before we wind down, I did want to respond to some super chats. Well, at least one super chat that we got here from Cetra Blues. Thank you so much there, Cetra, who says, don't get to catch HitPoint live all that often, but just wanted to chime in and say that I really appreciate all the work you put into your channels and streams. Cheers. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, I really appreciate that. It's good to have you around.
Yeah.
Now we got
just inciting violence between Digimon and Pokemon fans. I don't know if we've done it.
I feel like that not the best look to hit that comment on. I think that the solution is just to not acknowledge the discrepancy. Mm-hmm. Delete the podcast episode and pretend it never happened.
It's fine.
Just kidding. But we did get some comments from last week. Did you want to read this first one?
Let's do it. So Anthony H23 says, thank you so much for recommending Clear Obscure Expedition 33. Bought it after listening. The game is a masterpiece. Wow. That's how I read it in my head. Just wow.
That's awesome. I still haven't played it. I need to. Like I said, I've been kind of just been kind of not not really doing a whole heck of a lot lately, and I think it's been doing me some good. I do want to. I actually really want to start streaming again here soon. It feels like there hasn't been a whole lot of RPG news that I needed to like really talk about, so that's why HitPoint or JRPG weekly update has been kind of slacking a little bit. But yeah,
I only brought this comment up. I mean, Anthony, thank you so much for writing the comment, but I will say that I brought up the comment just so I can shame Derek really quickly at every shot I get.
It's working. It's working. Did you see how quickly I became defensive over my lack of playing RPGs this last couple of weeks? Like, I feel it in my soul at this point.
I think you need it some time. I think you needed some me time. Just do your thing, and when you want to do the thing, you will want to do the thing. You know, when the feeling comes, you'll want to do it. Yeah, but if don't, then don't do it. Yeah.
Yeah. So this next one here comes from Joshua Bonnell, or maybe Bonea, who says, I don't feel bad for First Press Games. We should have gotten Chained Echo's physical games a long time ago, but we still haven't seen it.
Will we ever see it?
Or will we ever see it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't get it twisted. I never said that I feel bad for First Press Games. I mean, a part of me in the back of my mind, like, you know, where like someone's guilty of something, but you're like, well, there's still like the 10% chance that maybe it's just a case of mistaken identity. Like they've got some things that they have clearly been struggling with as far as like their suppliers go. Has that been 4 years of discrepancy? Probably not 4 years. How long has it been since Chained Echoes came out? Like, have they really been facing these issues like 2-3 years worth of issues? I don't know. Like, sure,
So
maybe
long ago.
maybe the stars have aligned to really screw these guys over, or maybe it's just a case of very poor management from the get-go, and now they are going to be facing the consequences of their actions, or they're going to disappear. I don't know. I don't know. But hopefully they get it sorted before that happens, because I really would like my physical copy. But
Their latest, I'm on their website right now. The remaining already announced collector's edition are planned to be manufactured in April 2025, so last month.
Oh,
And
they're
that
they're planning to.
includes Chain Echoes.
Yeah, yeah. So they're planning to make them last month. Cool. I'm looking forward to find out when they were planning on shipping them next. Yeah, we're planning on shipping those in February of 2023. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see when
see.
that happens.
All right. Next up, I've got a comment from I'm Bored Too. The
I like that
latest bad
username.
news from Capcom was when they started adding the Enigma Protector Russian DRM to both old and new titles, Strider, Ghost Trick, and some RE games, etc. Man, that's terrible. I didn't even know they added all those DRMs in the games. Did they remove them anyways? Like, I didn't look into it, but thank you so much for letting us know.
Yeah.
We were kind of
I was
like,
surprised by that too.
Capcom. Yeah, Capcom didn't really do anything terrible. It's like, no, it's like they did the DRMs. Like, DRM.
Well, I mean, DRM sucks anyway. But I think that's the thing. Like this came up in the subject of Breath of Fire and how, like, man, they just can't seem to like quit winning, right?
Yeah, they're just doing everything so right. The fans are just elated.
Yeah,
With
but on the
every
bright side,
respective franchise.
I'm pretty sure that everything on Good Old Games is like DRM free, right? That's kind of like their shtick, if I'm not mistaken. I could be
which
wrong
one?
about that.
Which is their shtick.
Breath of Good Old Games,
Oh.
GOG, which is where Breath of Fire 4 was re-released.
Yeah. And they don't have DRM, etc.
So-
You get to keep it.
So at least there's that. But
Yeah.
but yeah, DRM, it sucks. Hackers
Yeah.
will remove it.
Yeah.
I mean,
like 2 days. Give them 48 hours. All the DRMs are disabled. And then
Yeah.
it's going to be an ongoing war of DRM and updates.
dude, did you hear? I recently heard a story about DRM that was released by Sony onto certain compact discs. That turned out it's actually a rootkit.
Oh, yes.
Did you
From
remember
like
that?
back then, yeah.
Yeah, from like 2005, 2006.
Oh, yeah, I remember those.
So yeah, there's like a oh god, who was it? So I recently found out about this watching a video from Cheap Audio Guy or Cheap Audio Man, and he had a little expose talking about it and kind of bringing it back up. Very surprising to find out that there are viruses on pressed CDs these days. Luckily, they did it on a bunch of crap that nobody will ever listen to. Like, I can't remember. Like, it's the titles of the CDs, but yeah, just
jeez, that's crazy.
yeah. Apparently,
Somebody,
like the Homeland Security had to get involved, and then they finally stopped pressing those CDs after a while.
Oh my god.
But it like took 2 weeks from the time it was discovered before they're actually like, yeah, let's stop the presses.
Ooh.
But it was all there as an attempt to like get people to stop, you know, burning discs or ripping discs and stuff. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was some classic Sony maneuvering back in, the mid-aughts. Back when people had an all-time low of giving a single about CDs. Oh man.
I'm so glad we're done with that. But I'm just waiting for the next. I'm waiting for Gen Alpha to bring CDs back.
Oh, they're coming back, dude.
They are?
Oh yeah. They're higher audio bitrate than what you can get from most places. Cheaper also. In a lot of cases than you can like buy an entire album for, and you have something physical to hold on to. It's kind of coming back.
So it's
Kinda-
practical, unlike.
But realistically, technically, physical media in general is kind of making a comeback. Because everything is becoming really anti-consumer, right? Like Netflix is kind of taking a dump in its own bed, and all the media streaming services are just nickeling and diming and gouging us. Dude, I've been going to thrift stores, picking up CDs and Blu-ray discs and everything on the cheap, and I've been ripping them all into my home media server.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's been great.
That is such a brilliant move.
I have so many movies, and they are really mine. And then I also have some that I borrowed from the library, and they've got the discs back. And I can still watch them, and it's kind of nice.
They got the disc back. That's what matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, in other news, we have one more message here from GoboSox20, and I feel like this one's directed at me. He says, "You watched Dragon Ball, but Naruto was too trendy." I see what you did there, GoboSox. But let me tell you, bud. Back in the day when I started watching, this was 6th grade, so I was probably 12. So let's say that was 1998. Maybe 1997, end of 5th grade era for me. Yeah, let me tell you something. Dragon Ball was still underground. I was on the ground floor. My friends and I, we were watching through the Saiyan saga together. Dude, we watched the first 12 episodes of Dragon Ball Z no less than 20 times. Not because we liked it that much, but because that's how long it took them to get new episodes of Dragon Ball Z. Real ones will remember the pain of watching the Frieza saga up until a certain point. No shitting you, man. It took 4 years. You think it took so long watching Goku power up for his special attack because he had to go through 2 episodes? Buddy, let me tell you, I had to wait 2 whole goddamn years, and it was real pain, man. Oh my god, you have no idea how lucky you've got it.
That's why I fell off with Dragon Ball.
Oh my god. I know they
waiting.
just could not ship episodes soon enough. I started off with the Ocean dub, and then I was like, oh, who are these new voice actors? This is weird. Okay. And then they went back and redubbed everything all over again instead of proceeding further. I'm like, what are you guys doing? I liked the older Goku who sounds all kind of derpy and but now they got, there's nothing wrong with Sean Schimmel. He's fine, but the Ocean dub was something special, and I kind of still like that version of Krillin too. There's something special about that, and that's also Vegeta's voice actor. Honestly, something about the Ocean dub is still just perfect. Yes, I'm bored too. Absolutely. Vegeta's saying, "It's over 9,000." That's exactly what made it so good. Man. Yeah. But no, that was actually Vegeta. No, that was the second voice actor. It's still more because he had that sinister voice that was kind of up high pitched and nasally. It's kind of like that. And it was it's so good. I loved it, man. Anyways. Let me tell you,
living out
I
childhood
earned
again.
my licks. I earned it, being able to watch DB because I was one of the OGs. You're welcome, the rest of the anime community, for making Dragon Ball a success single-handedly, and therefore making anime
Derek.
possible in the rest of the United States.
He did it.
If not for Dragon Ball, all you'd have to watch is Gotcha Man and Speed Racer. The end.
How that Sailor Moon?
Yeah, that came first. So,
There's Sailor Moon. I was there. I remember this.
yeah, okay, fair
and
enough.
Samurai Pizza Cat.
Okay, that's the thing. I still haven't. I don't think
You never watched Samurai Pizza Cat?
No. I love the Ninja Turtles, and it feels like Samurai Pizza Cats is a spoof of Ninja Turtles, but I'm guessing Samurai Pizza.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Well, maybe so you know what the story of the Samurai Pizza Cat was, right?
No.
Samurai Pizza Cat, the show didn't do too well in Japan, and so then I think Sabat bought it. Sabat.
No.
I think,
Sabat is the name of a voice actor, but you're thinking of Saban. The people who
Saban bought it.
Yeah.
And then they're just and then the originator, because remember, this is like back then when like anime wasn't like really big
In
thing
its
in the
infancy,
West.
yeah. Yeah.
And then they were just like, yeah, just do whatever you want with it. All right. The show didn't do well in Japan anyway, so we don't care. So then they just cut and slice. They did whatever the heck they wanted.
Oh,
so
yeah.
if
Saban
you saw,
was notorious for this. This is how we got Power Rangers, by the way.
Yes.
I think this is, they were planning on probably doing something similar with VR Troopers also. Yeah, you guys remember VR Troopers? Probably not. Does anybody else
jeez.
remember watching tattooed teenage alien fighters from Beverly Hills back
Do you
in the
remember
day?
Beetlebot.
Oh, Beetleborgs. Yes.
Beetleborgs,
Big bad
not Beetlebot,
Beetleborgs. Oh, I
Beetleborg,
watched
yeah.
the heck out of that, man. Oh, yeah. I could talk about this all day. But no. Tattooed teenage alien fighters from Beverly Hills. I used to watch, like, it was on the random ass channel. I can't remember what it was because I was too young to remember or care. But I would wake up at like 4:30 in the morning on just random days, and I just get out of bed, flip on the tube, and it would randomly be playing somewhere. I remember it, and I'm like, decades later, I'm like, is this some sort of like fever dream that I had as a child? Is this real life?
Did you have to
It
look it up?
was. It was real. I
Like, as
believe
an
it or not, I was
adult?
watching. It was to bring it all full circle. I was watching Team 4 Stars, Dragon Ball Z Abridged, and Gohan's character.
Okay.
So this was happening when Vegeta was trying to say, who are the Ginyu fighters? He's like, well, have you ever seen, this show? No. Have you seen this show? No. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers? No. Teenage Tattooed Alien Fighters from Beverly Hills? Oh yeah. God damn it. So I saw that, was like, something exploded in my head, and now here we are.
I want to
Anyways.
hear it from the audience too. If you're watching this right now, tell us about your, was that a fever dream situation? Like, you saw something as a kid, you vividly remember seeing something, but you have no idea what that thing is called, and it bothers you, and you don't even know how to search it up.
Oh my God, I actually have one.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Like, it's like, oh, I watched this thing, I can describe it, but I have no idea what it's called, and I'm not even sure if it was real.
No, there's actually a video game that I remember playing on a PC back in the day. I want to say it was kind of like Adventures of Lolo in a way. I remember that it was like is kind of top down. You move up, down, left, right. You push blocks, kind of like Adventures of Lolo. But there was like little skeleton guys in it, and then you're trying to like not be killed by them, and that's about all I remember. But I feel like it was kind of dark and kind of cool. And I cannot remember.
What if it just was Adventure of Lulu?
But it was on PC. It was like 1995 Windows 95.
What if?
I don't know. And I feel like there was some Sokoban style puzzle block pushing kind of elements to it, like Lolo, but it's not Lolo. And I don't know why. It's the dumbest thing. I cannot. My brain will not let it go.
I'm waiting for chat to tell us that, or
Just
is
gonna-
someone going to write in the comment, oh, by the way, it's this.
I hope so, man. I've been trying to remember what, and I've been like looking on various like collections of 90s Windows games for the longest time, trying to find something. Nothing, man. And it's
That's the worst feeling,
Lolo-
isn't it?
it really is, man.
Maybe it just never got like preserved either.
Probably
You know
not.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That is so depressing. It's like that game will just live in your memories forever now. But
I know, tip of my joystick, I'm bored too. I've checked there. No joy. Sadly, they got nothing for me there. So, anyways.
Well, we'll see if the audience pull through and say something to us in the comments section. And that basically wraps it up, sir.
All right,
All
guys.
the comments we've got today.
Wow, we were done with the show like a half hour ago, but we really stretched that out.
Derek and I were like, "Oh, this is going to be a short show today."
Oh man.
Well, it's always
All
a
right, guys.
pleasure hanging out with you, sir, and always a pleasure hanging out with all the folks here. I do want to say thank you to all the people who come to and watch the show today. All like 20 odd one of you. Thank you so much.
Heck yeah.
This is like kind of like out of schedule, and we're just like, yeah, here, just write something in Twitter, and then you guys just like showed up. So thank you for coming by on a Tuesday.
Heck yes. You guys rock. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed today's show, drop it a like. We'd really appreciate it. And whatever platform you are on. Oh, by the way, here's a question for chat. A very important one. Okay. This was posed to me in the comments section of a previous episode. Somebody really out there really enjoys listening to the audio version of the podcast, but they say that because I just have auto ads flipped on because I cannot be bothered to like manually just add, an ad here and there. So I'm just like, oh yeah, ad revenue, take the wheel, whatever. We'll see what happens. Somebody's like, this is like killing my audio listening experience. And they asked if there's a way to like support it on Patreon. And I'm like, well, here's why we haven't yet. Because I don't want to like put up an ad-free version on my Patreon because Baku and I split the revenue of this show like 50-50. So like figuring out who's signed up for the Patreon just to get the ad revenue is like such a pain. So
it's crazy.
And I don't want to set up a separate Patreon for like $5 a year, $1 a month. I don't want to like put a price on it. So tell you what, you could hypothetically just use a YouTube video downloader of some sort YouTube would not approve of me saying anything of the sort. Okay. Just so you know, I would never, in fact, I would never endorse anybody to use any of those third-party downloading softwares in order to download an episode of the YouTube video that I'm live streaming right now. But if somebody did that, I would probably find it in my heart to forgive them. Just throwing that out there, But if anybody out there would like some sort of Patreon thing for maybe some other additional benefits that we don't know about, let us know what you would want in a Patreon of some sort, because we have no idea what you would possibly
We're
want.
just two dudes with not a lot to offer, and I don't know if I'm going to ask you for money. What can I give you? That's
exactly. I want to make sure I give you something to make it worth your time if you guys really want that sort of thing. But in the meantime, thank you so much for joining us today, and I'll see you guys in the next episode, whenever that is. Hopefully it'll be Sunday.
Yes, it will be, because we do the show every Sunday.
Every Sunday, and now every Tuesday. Bye, everybody.